Hi, this is Vicky Ratnani and welcome back. Now today, I am so inspired by this Bengali dish called Bhappa Channa, which is steamed cottage cheese or steamed paneer. Now if you don't want to make chana, okay, which is curdling of milk, it's like a ricotta cheese which we make in the house. You can easily buy the paneer and follow the same recipe, which means that अगर आपको ये नहीं करना है, you can do this. What is this? This is actually a paste which I am making. This paste is very important and it's absolutely delicious. Can be used to marinate anything you like. Vegetables, fish, meat, poultry, game, whatever you like. Now for this paste, थोड़ी सी preparation करनी पड़ती है. Poppy seeds, खसखस, okay, which have to be soaked so that you can grind them nicely. तो मैं बिल्कुल 1 टीस्पून खसखस लेता हूँ. फिर हम 2 या 3 मिर्ची लेते हैं. I like it a little spicy. Now there are 2 kinds of mustard seeds which I use in this. Okay, one is yellow mustard seeds. Okay, which is used a lot in Western cooking as well, by the way. तो 1 चम्मच yellow mustard, 1 चम्मच black mustard. Okay, then I add about 1.5 teaspoons of ginger. I love ginger in this recipe. मैं इसमें डालूंगा 1/3 of a teaspoon of haldi, and I'm going to be adding 1/2 teaspoon of salt, so it helps to grind it properly. Okay. Now इसको हम अभी grind कर लेते हैं. Okay. As fine as I can, I'm going to do it. It takes a little while. Okay. Half an hour, 45 minutes. इतना तो लगता ही है. लेकिन I am going to yay and this. The most amazing mustard oil, which is Emami healthy and tasty Kacchi Ghani strong mustard oil. Now besides being made from the best mustard seeds, its purity and taste is uncomparable. So we have a fantastic mustard paste. वो तैयार हो गई है. And now अभी हम इसे उबालेंगे थोड़ा सा. We're going to bring this to a steady boil. And इसके साथ हम बनाएंगे छेना, ricotta. This is also the way you also make paneer. The only difference between this and paneer is what? Is that जब भी आप पनीर के लिए आप जो छेना होता है उसको you are actually pressing it. This is also a base of all the sweets. जो बंगाल में मिठाइयाँ बनती है, sandesh and the other things is made from channa. But now you also have to be careful that you are not souring it too much because then the channa gets too sour as well. So about for 1 liter milk के लिए मैं क्या करता हूँ? I take about 3 to 4 tablespoons of vinegar and then I dilute it with a little bit of water. Okay. तो ये जो हमारा diluted vinegar है यहाँ पे, perfect, great. Now I'm just waiting for this to come to a boil. So people who say, oh, cooking is a pain, cooking is a chore, क्या करेंगे हम, why is it so difficult? It's not difficult. We just need to be a little organized. So we've got our milk which has come to a really nice boil. Now we're going to be adding our diluted vinegar into this. And now you can see, switch this off. And it has begun to curdle a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to let it sit for a couple of minutes just like that. Beautiful. And that's how quickly your chana can be made. Okay, perfect. So we've got जो हमारा छाना है, छाना अभी हम उसे छानेंगे हम. Okay. Now one thing is that ये जो छाना है, right, don't let it stay there for too long, otherwise it dries out. Because we want that really nice moisture. Now, channa ready hai. I'm just going to give it a little taste. The pre-rasagulla stage. Now, it's perfectly curdled. Okay, it's not too sour because sometimes what happens is people nervous हो जाते हैं. अगर मेरा दूध नहीं फटेगा हम क्या करेंगे and all that. So they try to add too much lemon or too much vinegar into it. And that's how it becomes really sour. I used to do that before. I've done it in the past. That's how we all learn. Spooning it into this. Amazing. So literally, from 1 liter of milk, you get about, I would say about 250 grams, yeah, at least. Now to this, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of this lovely paste, okay? It is spicy, but that's the way I like it. So 1 spoon of this in here, 1.5 teaspoon of this, okay? अभी फिर हम इसमें डालेंगे about a tablespoon of grated coconut, 1 big tablespoon of yogurt, यानी कि दही, okay? A little bit of salt, lovely. A little bit of turmeric, थोड़ी सी red chili powder. I'm going to be adding a little bit of cumin, a little bit of coriander, okay? So all your masalas are there in this, perfectly done. We're going to give this a little mix. Now, what takes this mixture to another level, okay? I mean, abhi to shuruaat hui hai. Now, if you taste this, this tastes great. But what the actual game is, that the Kacchi Ghani mustard oil, the purity of this oil really proves itself now, where we're going to be adding about a tablespoon of this. So that whole myth that, you know, you can only use olive oil as a dressing and you can't use any other oil. Being inspired by this Bengali dish, okay. Now, I've also read that what they do with this is that they put it into a tiffin, into a dabba, and the dabba they put it into a pressure cooker, uski seeti nikal dete hain, and they just wait for that whole pressure to come, or in simple words, एक सीटी लगाओ और उसे निकाल दो. I'm not really going to follow that technique, which you can, because I'm using a steamer, okay? So पहले मैं ऐसे, I've got these lovely glass jars, okay? You can just use a normal tiffin box, which you have to, and then we are going to be steaming it in there. Now I've got these really nice glass jars, so I'm using this, but you don't really have to use this. These are actually really nice jars which you can cook in this. So I've got my bhappa in this here. Fantastic, amazing, perfecto. So हमारा स्टीमर तैयार हो गया है. As I mentioned earlier, ये आप प्रेशर कुकर में भी कर सकते हो, माइक्रोवेव में 2 मिनट में हो जाएगा. I don't have a microwave, क्या करूँ मैं? And about 7 to 10 minutes, we have a beautiful dish ready for you. Inspired by my favorite city, Kolkata, and the food of Bengal. Steamed cottage cheese with extra virgin cold pressed mustard oil is about to get ready in 8 minutes. Bang! Okay, I think it's been about 10 to 12 minutes since we've done this, and equivalent to 1 CT or 3-4 minutes in the microwave. But I think it's pretty good, because if you go to see the chenna already paka hua tha technically, you know, the coconut is there, yogurt is there, you know, that paste is there. So I think it's beautifully done, and there's nothing like overcooking this. There's a lot of moisture, you're steaming it, so wo bhi ek reason hai. And now finishing ke liye, I've got the most amazing thing, Emami ka Kacchi Ghani ka mustard oil. Its pungency and purity is going to give the dish its real USP. Okay, not olive oil. Yes. So we've got this. We have to be a little careful. Don't try this. Okay, my hands are made of rubber, I would say. Okay, so we've got this lovely. If you serve this, this is full protein. You know, this is actually almost like whey protein. If you go to see, there's a lot of nutrition in this. There's not too much fat. We are using Kacchi Ghani ka mustard oil to drizzle it. So believe me, I would definitely term this a very healthy dish. Okay, so let's open this out. Wow, amazing. So you can see, I know what's missing now. I'm going to be drizzling about a teaspoon of Kacchi Ghani ka strong mustard oil in this, beautifully over the dish. Now wow, now that's what we call a dish. Beautifully done. And then we're going to be garnishing it with some chilies, okay, which have been just sliced very thin. और उसको हमने पानी में डाल दिया है. And then you can add even chopped coriander, chopped curry leaves in this, but I'm just garnishing this. Some coriander. Perfecto. तो अभी हम डालेंगे इसको यहाँ पे. Oh yes, gorgeous. So another chili, some fresh coriander, and हमारा steamed cottage cheese या Bhappa Channa ready. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Do like, do share, do subscribe, and even more important than that is cook these recipes. Because you know what? Let food be your medicine and not medicine your food. Enjoy!